Okay, I'm early today, but I have some things that I have to. I am live. We got 5 minutes, so I'm going to begin with the all prayer. Anuki Jawif Pa Ashuk Impa Paut Wu Kalal Ashuk Kawun Jawaf Neye Anuki Kasem Impa Paut Wu Pa Paut Kawun Kasem Im Neye Anuki Wahu Ameh Pa Paut Wu Pa Paut Kawun Wahu Ameh Neye Nukuk Kadur Naja Ameh Kasem Impa Paut Wu Kabub Ameh Mushkas Nukuk Kador Kowen Khalil Pafef Nukuk Arud Jawef Pa Paut Ameh Wase Ameh Aradni Kawun Leye Akoi Jawef Pa Paut Anuki Yabedbi Yeh Nefasni Pa Paut Kawun Anuki Pa Paut Kador Nakuk Kador Pa Paut Amol Nakuk Amol Rahubat Musyaru. We still have 5 minutes for others to come in the room. If you would like to chat and ask any questions, you can before this session begins at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So we do have 3 more minutes. So are my moderators in the room? Are you guys there? If you are, somebody text me. Okay, good. Nafia ba anaktat reyetat amuntat tawutat sis. Be on the lookout because they're not gonna like what I have to say. But I do want to allow in Hatat Djeye Atumre wonderful. But as I said, I would like to allow people to speak their mind as long as they're not disrespectful. They can say what they don't like. They can, as long as they don't disrespect me, because we have to be respectful. Unfortunately, there are a lot of things that I have to say that people are just not gonna like. And I'm sorry, but I'm not here to please anyone. I'm here to do the work of the master. He asked me many years ago. Oh, thank you, Rahul Bad. Thank you so much for doing what most time. Thank you, sis. I appreciate that. Rahul Bad, Rahul Bad Harar. Yeah, I want to let you all know too, before I begin this live, I really appreciate the support and the love and you all letting me know that you appreciate because sometimes excuse me, somebody just tried to call me. This always when I'm getting ready to go live. Here they come. Anyway, so family, it just feels good to know that people are waking up because I'm not making anything up that I'm telling you all. Everything that I'm telling you is the truth. I have not lied. I have not made anything up. Everything I'm telling y'all is the truth. So help me, partner Throttle. We got a lot to get into today. I'm gonna wait because it's not actually 9 o'clock yet, but it will be in about another 4 minutes. So it's just 9:58 right now. And I have a lot of things to say to you all. I have a lot of stuff that I have to tell you all. And I put tape on my screen. Cause it's like, I'm tired of, you know, I'm a very private person. I don't like people in my house, And I have that little fireplace going on because we are in the winter solstice and it does get cold. The temperature does drop and it does feel good to have a little heat going on in the house. And but sometimes I want to be comfortable with my camera. I want to be able to talk and move around wherever I want to move around without feeling like people are, you got disagreeable people on this channel. I'm going to tell you something what Baba taught me a few years ago. He said if there's 2,000 people in the room, he said if there's 2,000 people in the room, there's only 50 of them that are there for him. All the rest of them, some are devils, humanoids, crazy people, that's mixed up. Yes, Rahubat Sun Cycle Music, Rahubat Damon Lovett, Rahubat Hatat Djeye, Rahubat Cheryl Vining, Rahubat Hatat, that's Rahubat Nafir Ba, Anextat, Re'etat Amuntat. I appreciate you all. So let's begin. We got 25 people in the room. We got 25 people in the room. That is enough for me to begin. If anyone has missed anything, they can just rewind it. So I already began with the all prayer, Pa'ut Kawun, and I would like to also begin with the Rahubat. I would like to begin with the Pa Samech Im Yanun. Y'all know that's the Psalms of Yanun. Pa Samech Im Yanun. There's something very important in here that I need to read to you all. Check this out. Okay, it says, hold on, let me read it. Okay, it says, let us, Nawapians of Wunawap, rejoice. Consider now how the betrayers live their lives and how they are being dealt with by and for their lies and plots against Tamaray. Has not life made their plots and plan with the Adamites against us Tahites backfire in their faces? Yes. What have they gained from their actions except embarrassment, shame, and humiliation? Are they living the lives they claim were abusive? Are they holy, pure? Are they good? Or are they the same as all others of fornicators, profane abominations, adulterers, whoremongers, pornographers, pedophiles, that's Damian Pryor, perverts, boyfriends, girlfriends, sex out of wedlock, yet they pretend to be virgins, all this for payments the Adamites never gave. What have they gained for helping the Adamite race attack Tamaray, attacking the Wapians, mothers, children, and fathers, as they pretend they were the abused, and knowing in their hearts and minds they were the ones who helped them plot and plan and were the ones who molested them, and they welcomed the abuses. Yet, will they confess to this? No. So their lives will be torment, both mentally and physically, as they pretend all is well in the public eye. They are wicked and deceitful, who have opened their mouths against us Nawapians of Wunawap. They have spoken against Panabab Yanun with lying tongues, with words of hatred. They surrounded us. They lied and attacked without cause. In return for Yanun's love and support, they accused him. They repaid him evil for good and hatred for divine love. Now is appointed evil specters to oppose them and an accuser in their lives. All they try will fail. They will be found guilty, condemned. Their days few. Death follows them all around their children. They will be beggars, wandering beggars, and they will run from sexual relationship to sexual relationship, even to the arms of the Adamite race, the Caucasians, Kakasu. Creditors will seize all they have. Strangers plunder their lives. No one extends them kindness or take pity on them. Their descendants are cut off. names blotted out from the next generation. The iniquities of their own lie is upon them. Their lustful sins remain before them. This is heaven's payment to Yanun's accusers, to those who spoke evil of him. His accusers will be clothed with disgrace and wrapped in shame as a cloak. They are condemned for what they did to us and what they did to Pa Nabab Yanun. Okay? This is a fact. This is from the Psalms of Yanun, Pa Samech Im Yanun. Okay? So I just want you all to know that the ancestors have already written their destiny for them. It said that they will be ashamed, they will be embarrassed, and that it will be a cloak for them. So now they can't sit up here and say that I am making this stuff up. Okay? Now, I have another prayer that I would like to read to you. And then we're going to get into it. Because I got something very important that I need to tell you. All right? Rahubat Palmas Batu, Rahubat Amunuma, Rahubat Grave 999. Hold on. Rahubat family. We are going to get into it. It is nothing that they can do. And like I said, I'm not shutting up. It's not happening. So forget about it. All right? Now, these people are saying that I'm causing chaos, right? Because I listened to they had an update or their conference call yesterday, and I heard Tabitjet talk about how there are innocent people in the tribe and how, they won't never say my name. They never say Tabitjet, all right? They're afraid of my name. They won't ever say Tabitjet, but they're always talking about somebody that's causing chaos. All right. And the thing is this, them niggas should have did what they were supposed to do from the beginning when the master teacher got locked up, and they wouldn't have to be worrying about this behind whipping they getting ready to get today. Okay. Now let me show y'all something. This is a prayer that the master teacher wrote, not me. All right. I'm not going to read the whole prayer because it's going to take up too much time for what I really got to get into. This is what Baba says. He says, hear me day and shadow hours, because they that seek to do me harm go about this world of flesh and the world of spirit in their mischief to cause me sorrow or pain. I mean them no harm, but that is not my way. I only depart from their ways. Now listen to this. This is 30. It says, it was the enemy that reapproached me of my own race and family. Neither was it Pahika Kasutu or his own. In other words, it wasn't Sheriff Seals. It wasn't Judge Royals. Yeah, they did their jobs, but there were members of this tribe, people that are walking around, y'all, pretending that they got this love for Baba when they really work for the devil. All right? Baba said, for it was the enemy that he said was of my own race and family. Neither was it Pahika Kasutu or his own. No. He said, no. He used those that I trusted, those close to me. I did not know how much they hated me and how much that it did magnify inside them and how they let the Canaanites use them against me. It was my own, those close, my own people, my own acquaintances, every family of my own. We used to eat together, walk together, pray together for my way of life. Did they turn against me? For our own culture, did they betray me? They have given over to another's way, another's laws, another's religion, another's culture in place of our own. I had done not wrong in our world. I have hurt none in our culture. I have abused no one in our way of life. Yet for my love, they deliver me to die. Okay? I'm going to stop right there. Rahubat Brian Selby. Rahubat O'Neill. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you all? Now I have to read I have to read this prayer of the scheme because you all need to understand, that I have put myself in a situation, you know, where I could be, they could take my life. You understand? And they already tried to on many attempts. All right. So you all have to understand. Look, you all ask the ancestors, right? You want to know what's going on. Now you know what's going on. Y'all want to know who's doing this. Now you know who's doing this. You're understanding that the master teacher was set up by his own people. And I'm exposing them to you every single week, every other week, every month. I'm showing you all who did this to the master teacher. It wasn't me. I'm not a part of the freaking scheme. I didn't do this to the master teacher. Now, I gotta find this thing called the scheme. Because Baba says it. Hold on a second, family. Hold on. Because Baba says it in the scheme that they got informants inside, and that the informants, hold on, go back and tell them what we're doing. So how could I be the problem and the enemy? And they saying I'm causing chaos. No, y'all niggas are the ones that are causing the chaos because y'all. Oh, hold on a second. My battery is running low. 1 minute, family. Hold on. Okay, because I got a timeline. All right, now check this out, right? First of all, I would like to say, Rahubat, Ania Mumrad Musbatu, Munwapu, Musaru. Okay, after and Kum, and that Musyaru, that means welcome. I mean, how are you all doing? Okay, today I have an emergency. Okay, now what happened was I received a notice on Friday, and I will need to travel after the new year to take care of some important business for Ponda Noon, our Lord and Savior. Now, I need $10,000. $5,000 of that money is going to the legal team that is working with me. And no, they're not Sabine, okay? They're people like me that was incarcerated before that knows the law, all right? There's someone else that's above that works with an attorney, but they're not lawyers. Okay, this is my last and final journey, y'all. This is it. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you something. I was really a little disappointed because I was hoping that this new year came and I'd be able to do things and get into myself, study, do my workout routine and do things for me. But I can't, and the funny thing is this. Job opportunities keep on popping up. And I know what that is. Because, see, if I'm working a job, a 9 to 5, which I can, okay, I'm a very intelligent woman. I can make $50 an hour. I'm not stupid. Things like that come to me. But if I take my mind, body, and soul off of the master teacher's life, then anything can step in and happen. And when I asked the master teacher before, he told me, what are you trying to do? You trying to tell me I'm not coming home? He said, stop asking me to get a job. You're a part of this. And I feel like this, family, you all should be helping me. Y'all can't leave Baba in there by himself like this and want me to do all the work. It's not right. Okay? I'm very upset today because it's like I'm tired of going through all of this. Like I should have money in my account so when I need to do something for Baba, I could go do it. All right? I should have the money so when I need to do something for Baba, I could just go do it and be happy instead of coming online asking y'all for help. It's sad. Y'all niggas living your life and y'all leaving Baba in there to die. And you're leaving me all the work on me to do it. Because Nababtet's not doing nothing. Kadushtat ain't doing nothing. The reason why they're going up to see Baba now is because of me. All right? Let me try to calm down. I'm very upset because I got something I got to do. And now I got to come back and ask you all for financial support. Now, somebody just texted me and told me they're going to send me $3,000. So now I need $7,000. All right? I got to go take care of something important for the master teacher family. And you all got to help me. I get 57 likes. It's 50 people in this room. If each person sent $200, that's $10,000 right there. So what's the problem, family? Why y'all don't want to help me help Baba with all the work that I'm doing? I show y'all I open up my home. I show y'all where I live. I put these pictures on the wall. You know, I put y'all in my business. I said things that I should not have said, meaning about Baba's legal, but I told y'all anyway to show y'all that I love him and that I'm working hard. The other side have done nothing. They showed y'all nothing, and they've done nothing. Tell them to show you, because I've showed y'all what I've done, and I told y'all that these niggas sabotaged it because I didn't know that they were witches. That was something I found out later after they put hexes and did things to stop me from bringing Baba out. As I said, y'all, I will need $10,000. Half of that will go to the legal team that is working with me, and the other half will be for me to travel and my expenses, family. Okay, I'm getting very exhausted. This has not been an easy task. Yet because of my love for Baba, I continue to think about him being in there like this. This is already 2024 and he's still locked up. All right, this is so disheartening to me because I'm doing everything and I'm asking the ancestors, what is wrong? I did everything. What's going on? They saying, look, don't worry. He'll be out. Keep moving. Keep moving. Don't question. Keep moving. He'll be home. I'm like, okay, because I don't know about you. I saw Baba in the flesh. I worked in his office. Unlike what Deuce I try to say, he don't even know me. Let me show y'all something. Hold on. I'm going to have to take this tape off from you. Let me finish first. I got some things I got to show y'all. Okay, so the thing is this, like I said, y'all, this is not easy for me, you know, but I love Baba and I continue to think about his current, you know, conditions. You feel me? And you know, in this legal team that I have, they have written letters. We've contacted Washington, D.C., and we made a lot of moves to have Baba where he's located at now in the prison as an elder. You know, before all of this, he was before Baba got moved and his visitations opened up and Tabitjet and Gadushtat were allowed to go and visit him. I made that happen. Okay? If they're going to talk about something, tell the truth. All right? Because they didn't want to go up there to see Baba. They don't want to face him because of all the years of the lies and the games that they've been playing. All right? And I'm going to get into that too. But I'm asking you all now, send what you can. It's like I said, 50 people could send $200. That is nothing. That is nothing, you all. Come on now. Don't leave me to do the work by myself. It's not right. Okay? We are a family. And we are supposed to be working together. Y'all want to hear what's going on? Y'all want to know what's going on? And I'm telling y'all what's going on. And I'm telling y'all to help me. You all should be all chipping in, trying to figure out a way how to get $200 up to send it to me. I need it before the week is out. By next, not this week, this is Monday, next following week, at least I could get up half and send it to them. And then I'll work on the other half and figure things out on how I'm going to travel because I do have family up north. You feel me? So I could stay at someone's house. But the thing is this, why should I struggle and do that? Y'all are my family. Y'all are Sabians. My cash app is $Tabitjet. I'm going to put it in my description box so that you all can see it. My PayPal is ashantizulu@gmail.com. This is an emergency. I got some people that I'm going to deal with. After I collect this money and do what I got to do, I'm going to deal with these niggas one by one. And I'm going to start off with Deuce York, Damon Alvin Pryor. His ass is going up on my wall. And I got documents, evidence, proof, stuff that he cannot get around. He can go ahead and try to act like what I'm saying about what he did to those children is a lie. All right? But that nigga is under investigation. So y'all go ahead and keep listening to that sick nigga talking about he's the ambassador, he's Baba's son. He's a liar, he's a demon, he's a devil, and he's a sick man. He's sick in the head. All right? I got things that I have to do for the master teacher, y'all. And I'm upset because I should have 50, 60 grand in my account. So if I want to do something, I could just go do it. And I could continue to tell you all and teach you all who these people are by facts, sound right reasoning, facts, evidence, and proof. All right? Not no hearsay. These niggas are doing spiritual wickedness. All right? They're evil. They're not what you think they are. I don't care how close you think they are to Baba, because if you think about Tamaray, Baba put Abigail in charge of the whole freaking land. Do y'all remember that? And look what she did. And guess what? That didn't even dawn on me until I read the book, Man of Many Faces, Part 1 and 2. Y'all better start getting in them damn books. I'm telling you, that man, Jovan Christensen, is very intelligent, because he said it doesn't make sense for a man like Dr. Malachi York to put a woman as young as Abigail was in charge of the whole land. And then look what she did. Just like the master teacher Melchizedek put Zuin over to all the Melly could. And look what he did. You feel me? So it's all making sense. I just don't understand it because I'm not a master. We won't know and understand it totally and clearly until the master teacher is released and he gives us our barytheric gland and we get the things that we need and we do the rituals that we need to do to line ourselves up with our ancestors in Orion. And then when a black devil walk in the room, we'll be able to see them. Their horns will stick out of their head and you'll be able to see some of the things that I see. Okay, because some of us are far ahead of you as far as mentality is concerned, as far as our genetics and our parents. Because see, my mom and dad was in love. My mother told me that. She said, "You are my love child." My father already had a son and they wanted a girl. I am my father's love child. They wanted me. My mother was pregnant with me and she went to an all-girls Catholic high school. Private school with all girls. And she hid her pregnancy. And that's why I'm very recluse and like to be alone. I am my mother's love child. I am not a mistake. Both my parents wanted me. All right? Some of you niggas are accidents from the back seat of a car or being up on a roof somewhere. I'm not that. All right? I was in the top of all my classes. I'm very smart. I'm very clean. I'm very giving. I give my all in this fight for Baba. And I show you all, and I'm doing things that other people wouldn't do, because I'm going to tell you, you know why? They scared. Because they like the FBI come and throw a goddamn cocktail in their window. I'm not afraid of that. Think about it. This is the freaking feds. You talking about informants, CIA, FBI agents, and stuff like that, that put Baba in there because of what he was doing. They was afraid of what he was doing. And there are people in this tribe that I know for a fact, because I watched them niggas when I was in Athens. I watched them when I was in Decatur. And Baba was like, get with this one, get with that one. I showed y'all the letters, some of my letters that Baba wrote me on my channel. So y'all could see that Baba and I were in communication. Don't let these freaking devils lie to y'all, because they are liars. You know, look, Baba is in a place. Look, how long is Baba going to have to stay in ADX Florence, Colorado? Right now, our master teacher is living under better conditions, and that's because the legal team and I have written letters. Like I said, we contacted Washington, and we made a lot of moves to have Baba put where he's located now as an elder in the prison. Before all of this, he was over there with Larry Hoover, that man from the Bloods, with that did the thing with the Bloods, that started the Bloods, I think. I don't know. And he was with that other guy, the Unabomber, who recently died. You know, whenever I speak to Baba, he always tells me about his living conditions. And if it doesn't sound good, I get right on it, y'all. And with the help of a few of you, the changes have been made. You know, Pops is now an elderly. You know, he's an elder, and he's in an elderly unit. He has an apple pad in his cell. He can go outside and get fresh air, and he's not treated like the other inmates. Okay? Yet and still, this is sad because we are in 2024 and this case began in 2002. So you all tell me, how are you feeling living in your homes, traveling, taking vacations, some of y'all going to Egypt, standing by the pyramids of Giza as if you some freaking prophet or something. Meanwhile, the devil is trying to assassinate your leader. They took your land. They disrespected your women and children. And now 22 years later, you all sit back looking at the people who promised you he would be home and nothing has changed. Okay? Nothing. I need to also express to you that there are demons and evil, children of the devil in this tribe disguising themselves as one of us. Yet they are the children of evil reptilians. This is real and it's true. There are many walking around you asking questions to see who you are, to see if you're the ones, to see if you're helping me. And I need to tell you that y'all need to be quiet and y'all need to move in silence and trust that this beast is on the ground right now. He's already lost. That's why I put that on my flyer. I got my foot on his head. He's not going nowhere, all right? It's almost over. You all just have to sit close to the people who who love him and help me help him. You all have to understand that this is a spiritual war and we are dealing with very powerful, evil people from within the tribe. And trust me, they tried to attack me too. And I do not feed their forces. I know them by their numbers and I know them by their names. And I know them by their images. And unlike many of you who see celebrities and get all dumbfounded or see a title and get all excited, I'm telling you, no matter how much they appear to be so well endowed with our doctrine, like that demon Damon Alvin Pryor, Duswa, he is an antichrist. All right? Diamond told me that Baba wrote him a letter and said that he is the omen. That's his name, Damon Alvin Pryor, okay? And he has a cleft nose, a wandering eye, okay? If you look at his right eye, one is smaller than the other. Baba said when people got that eye smaller than the other, like that dude Supreme that tried to have 50 Cent killed, you look at his picture, he got one eye that's smaller than the other. Baba said those are your killers. You look at that white boy that went into that supermarket and shot all those elderly people upstate New York in Buffalo, New York. If you look at his picture, he got one eye smaller than the other. And he filmed it when he killed all them people. He was going, he was getting off on that. Duswa is an antichrist, okay? He has a cleft nose. His nose is not normal. He has a wandering eye. Look at his right eye. It's smaller than the other. Look at his toes. He has six of them. Look at his forehead. Look at his face. He does not look African. He can post all those pics of him in our garb and disguise himself as a well-made man. But if you all would just look closely, you will see that he is no human. He is a demon and his name is Damon. And as I have said to you so many times, he works for the devil. He works for the GBI, the feds, and he is an informant. Now, we're going to get into that on another call. Like I said, my next updates are going to be like this. We're going to get them one by one. I'm going to break it down, who they are, what they did, what their titles were in this tribe, and how they schemed and plotted against us and the master teacher. Because, when they know you love Baba, they coming for you. Now, like I said, I have to explain this to you all like a science project. You know what I'm saying? Like they did to my brother, Amunuma. And I apologize, Amunuma, but I have to use you as an example and explain to these people. Amunuma and I was on his channel together. Booming. He said, yo, y'all heard that sister? She did a conference call. Oh, he recorded it and put it up on his channel. He said, now I want to hear what they going to say back. Then I reached the brother Neb in London, said, I think you need to get with that brother, Tabitjet. Because he's, and I said, okay. And then he gave me his number. Me and the brother Amunuma began to talk. We began to expose these devils because he knows them just as well as I do, because he's an Ansar like me. All right? So we both on the call, jabbing these niggas, and then all of a sudden, here come Life Wave. All of a sudden, here come the young elder. These are sorcerers now. These are demons in human form. Here comes Sanab. Oh, they want to meet with me. I said, listen, I'm Onuma. I said, I'm telling you now. He was a Sabian assassin back then. I said, listen, they're not human. I got my sage, and I got my Gat, and I got Baba. I said, listen, it don't work that way. I said, they're going to turn you against me. Soon as he comes back from the meeting, we get into an argument. He says to me, why are you not giving him the documents? It ain't going to be no one person to get Baba out. I said, see, you don't understand what we dealing with. Then eventually, they turned him against me, and now he's as humble as pie. Dude Swat gets on the channel, start running his mouth, and he says, he can speak his mind if he wants to. But I just brought the sister Diamond on my Shanti Zulu channel YouTube, and she went live with me and sat there and told you that she caught this nigga in the room with her daughter, with his pants to his ankles. He was erected and he was bending down, touching his daughter behind. She grabbed her daughter and ran. And then she called me because she was in a hotel. And I helped her get to the United States. What happened when she got there? They took the daughter from the mother. The father took the daughter and did an examination in the hospital. And they said she was raped. This poor little 5-year-old, 4.5-year-old girl, vaginal, is not even normal. He's a grown man sleeping with a young girl. And what are you niggas doing? Still talking. You know why? Y'all are under the spell. Y'all fail to realize that what we are dealing with. They are in the tribe. They are walking among us in human form. They wear our arm tweeds. They have on the black and gold and white and gold. They wear the butler and the wobbies, yet they are children of the devil. Because remember, he already has those people out there, the evil ones. His concentrated efforts are those on the inside, not those on the outside, because they know that our ancestors were saying, let us count those that are inside the tabernacle, those that are washing themselves in the blood of the Lamb. And who is that sacrificial lamb? That's our Lord and Savior, Parnabab Yanun. Okay? We have a job to do, and we cannot give up on him, family. So I'm asking again, I need the money. I got stuff I got to do. All right? I got things that need to take place. And these niggas are working against us. These spiritual wicked people. I need you all to know, I need to let you all know that I was the one that stood before you. I was not the one. I was not the one that stood before you and lied all these years. Did y'all know that Baba never even received his 2255 motion? The legal team who you gave all your money to hid that from him. When Pops received his 2255 motion, I was the one who sent it to him. Now, in case of you, those of you who don't know what a 2255 motion is, it's after a judge sentenced you. It's a motion to vacate or to throw out your sentence. And, it's based on the reasons. And the 2255 motion should be based on reasons that you're going to explain to the judge why you should be released. But the 2255 motion is a process that takes place when you have been wrongfully imprisoned and you want to challenge your sentence. So you get an attorney and you're basically asking the judge to remove your sentence or to throw it out based on things like ineffective assistance of counsel. That's what Rick, let me tell you something, y'all. Rick, Neefel, Basil, a.k.a. Deuce York, a.k.a. Damian Pryor, right? Solomon's mother, Amina, Iris, Fatima York, me, Larry Damensberg, Al Woodall, Mental Hotep. Who else was there? Joseph Hibner, Robbie Ward, his wife. They all was in there. Baba said to me, he wrote me and said, I need you to watch them, Tabitjet. They got my life in their hands with my 2255. So, and Janet Goins was there too. So when I get there, I'm sitting in the seat. I get up to go to the bathroom. Janet goes and sits in my seat. So when I come back, she was like, I'm sorry. You know, like you move your feet, lose your seat, whatever. I'm looking at this girl like, yo, you're a freaking devil, man. So I sat back watching all of them. Yeah, Larry Darrensburg's a freaking informant. It's true. So while we were sitting there, thank you, Alum. So while we were sitting in there, this attorney name was Attorney Latimer or Lattimore or whatever. And Nefu was up there, and Deuce was sitting next to her. I'm telling you, y'all, they was all sitting around that man. And Adrian, what's his name? Malik Zulu Shabazz, he's an informant too. That nigga worked for the government. So Rick and them got this Lattimore attorney. They lied to y'all and told y'all they needed $100,000. That's not what the lawyer was asking for. They stole half of that money and used it to pay their bills. So the man was like, yeah, we're going to do ineffective assistance of counsel. And I said, but Dr. York said that that's a weak move. He said he wants you to attack the judge. He said, are you crazy? We can't go up against no judge. He started going, and I said, that's not what he said, though. And then they was trying to shut me up. I'm telling you, y'all, I don't care what nobody say. That nigga Mental Hotep, all them niggas that was in there, because when I got back and I wrote Baba, I told him everything that happened. And when we was leaving out the building, when that was all done and we was leaving out the building, I was walking and I was sad. I had my hand in my pockets. I said, damn, man, I don't know how Baba gonna get out of here with these niggas. I was like, these niggas do not want him home. I had my head down on the ground. I was so sad. I was like, God, dog. I said, man. I mean, I was just being honest with myself. I was like, how is Baba gonna get out of here with all these freaking devils? And when I had my feet down, soon as I said it, a $20 bill flew to my foot. I said, oh, sweat. I said, I got $20. Here go Deuce while running over there talking about, that's mine. I said, nah, nigga, that ain't yours. I saw you where you was walking. Everybody was crossing the street, and it rolled to me. He's like, all right, well, let me get $10. And nah, you ain't getting none of this. This is mine. And I folded it up. So I figured to the Natharu, I said, maybe the ancestors is showing me a sign that I'm going to be the one to help free him because the money rolled to me. So I went back home. I wrote Baba, and I told him everything. I said, that lawyer looked like a fat. He looked like all he do is sit down and eat buckets of chicken. I was like, he don't seem like no fighter or whatever. And I told Baba everything that took place and that this man did refuse to put my information about the judge down. And then he was like, oh, then he wrote one sentence and said something about Judge Royals, but he didn't want to put all the stuff I had against the judge in there. He was like, I know what I'm doing. It's prosecutorial misconduct. It's prosecutorial misconduct. And Baba said, that's a weak ass move. And and then Baba said, it's okay. There's another way. He said, we need to focus on the violations of the judge because Judge C. Ashley Royal should have never sat on Baba's case. Now, that 2255 motion, that was one of Baba's chances to get out. And that brother Rick Johnson, Frederick Johnson, Damian Pryor, Elizabeth Westbrook, Mary Elaine York, Larry Dammersburg, Janet Goins, Al Woodall, Mental Hotep, Iris Hamilton, Solomon's mother Amina, Joseph Hibner, Robbie Ward, all of them worked for the other side and did this job with Attorney Latimer and Attorney Malik Shabazz. They did not address the issues in the master teacher's case, did not even give him a copy of the 2255. I was the one that sent it to him, and he said it was garbage. And shortly after that, Rick and all the others, if you notice, they disappeared. And all the people that used to visit Baba was Dale Elaine Brown, her daughter Mary Elaine York, Robbie Ward, a.k.a. Joseph Hibner wife, Joseph Hibner, Rick, he used to go up there all the time. Baba's daughter Leah, his other daughter Hajar, Baba's son Ishmael, Carla Thomas, and others who's calling themselves his wife, Cheryl Ann St. Clair, a.k.a. Gadushtak. It was Nefu Amenhotep, Elizabeth Westbrook, whose name was changed to Bastet Cashmere, and who, by the way, was Damon Pryor's mate. They had 3 children together. It was Al Woodall. He went up on a visit, too. Pops wanted to see him. The master teacher's wife, Fatima Omar Sanosi, and her son, Muhammad. Remember, I told y'all in the beginning, this is a family feud, and it was opposing forces that those that was close to Pops that put him in there. Now, I need to read something to y'all from L's Holy and Jill, the book of Revelations. And I'm going to tell y'all something. The reason why I keep referencing to the book of Revelation is because we're at the end. And I'm going to tell you what extraterrestrials told me while I was incarcerated at the same facility with Baba Yanun. They said we at the end. Genesis was about the beginning, and now we at the end. And they said this is the great falling away. And they brought this up because I was arrested on Mount Zion Road in Clayton County. But now let me read this to you first, because there's a lot of things that I need to recap on and some other things that I need to tell y'all to help y'all along the way that was taught to me by Melchizedek while I was incarcerated. Hold on, let me read this to y'all. This is what it says in L's Holy and Jill. It says on page 585, Revelations chapter 13, verse 18. Now, this is L's Holy and Jill. This is the one that has, it's a black, it looked like the Holy Tablets, but it's black. And it says L's Holy and Jill. It says the greatest advantage the evil reptilian has over you is that you think he is some spirit force or some kind of spook, and not that he is a physical being living amongst you. A physical seed, like it said in the garden, there will be enmity between the seed of the woman and the seed of the serpent. Remember, the disagreeable and agreeable sons of the Creator came down to earth and mixed with the daughters of men and had children. In Job chapter 1, verse 6 through 7, the Most High asked where he had been, and he said, going from to and fro in the earth and walking up and down in it. The number of the beast is imperfection. It is governed by the negative forces. The number 666 is incorporated into everything he does, from his coding or ISBN number to logos on products to subliminal to overt messages where it can plainly be seen. You are so caught under the spell that although many of you are waking up that you can't see the web you are trapped in. It is so important that you awake from the spell of sleep called Kingu or Leviathan before and then guess what, y'all? On the next page, it's blank. It's missing a page. So you know how the devil is. Whoever was writing this up, whoever was typing this up, I guess they messed up because Baba had another message. He said and then when you get on the next page, it goes into chapter 14 about Melchizedek, the 144,000 are on Mount Zion. Now, I got to take this thing off so I can show y'all something. Because people are sitting up here lying, saying I was some informant. First of all, informants don't do time in prison. They take you out of prison if you're an informant, okay? That's number one, all right? If you're an informant, you don't do time in prison. They let you out like they did Duswa. They let him out because him and Baba's son Ayub were co-defendants. They let him out. He worked with Jacob York and they schemed against the master teacher, okay? Hold on a second. I got to show y'all this. Hold on, because I don't want my, hold on, let me turn this other light out. All right. Oh, no, I can't do that. Hold on. All right. I want y'all to see something. Because this was a card. The other half of the card got, is it this that gotta come off? Hold on. The other half of the card got missing because I was incarcerated and they used to take my property. And sometimes when they take your property, you don't get everything. When they take your property, you miss stuff. Okay. This is from Baba when I was locked up. This is his first letter to me. He says, and you could tell it's him, his writing. He says, to my beloved sister and daughter, Yahuda Deborah. Then this says, I love you in the language. Now, look what it says here. He says, sorry, it took me so long to respond. I told the family you were here and gave your address to Brother Buns at the Atlanta store. He should have written to you by now. I was just waiting on that to see. And because it was around my birthday. I got arrested in September, October. I got arrested September the 14th, 2002. And then my birthday was coming up. I was 35. I was about to turn 36. So Baba says, this is a day that's just for you. So do the things you like to do. Enjoy yourself in your favorite way and have a really happy day. And then he says to me, happy birthday. You're not alone. The angels are in there with you. All right. So while Deuce was sitting up here saying that I'm an informant, I'm not. So I wrote Bob and asked him, who are the people that did this to you? Give me their names so I could, send. And then Baba said, when I wrote Bob, I said, remember me? It's me, Karatu Ain. He said, of course I remember you. I never forget a pure soul. And you always had the power. Use it. Call on El Shaddai. See, he wrote this. He said, the Almighty. Psalms 30. Now, mind you, this was in 2002, y'all. Baba got locked up in May, and I got locked up in September. He says, the Almighty, Psalms 34 and 35, plus 71, plus 9, plus 71, 7 times each day you will go home. And I did. Said the deal, meaning the devil, you must stop in my case, is 3 seals. Now, what's the coincidence? This name is Prior, Bright, the sheriff, the judge, and the DA. Let the angels stop them. You know how. Love you, Baba. Now, let me show you something. You see where it says Prior? It's spelled Prior. What is Damien's last name? His last name is Prior. You see? This is how you know what we dealing with, family. So now, hold up. Let me put this back up here. All right? I needed y'all to read that. You said, did I ask the family questions at the meeting yesterday about money? Oh, okay. All right. So now I want to move on and explain some other things to you all. So I'm trying to tell y'all that these people are monsters. Okay. Some of them are not human and they're walking with us and they're working against us, pretending that they work with Baba. Don't think just because a person, look, hold on. Let me break something down to y'all. Okay. Now, it states on page 585 about Revelations, right? I've just read that to y'all, right? And then it says that they are disagreeable by nature and they play on weak-minded and vulnerable people. But Cain, meaning the disagreeable one, his name meant kin, right? Which his name really meant the jealous ones or jealousy. And Baba said that they're jealous and excuse me, I'm getting tongue-tied. Okay, Baba said their jealousy is what caused them to kill, right? Is what caused Cain to kill. So Cain did that, and that was by choice, right? And Panabab Yanun was breaking it down in our Patada called 9 Reasons. If y'all don't have it, email me and I will send it to you. Because I don't know if it was printed in a Patada or if it was put in a book. But that book is deep. So now, in that Patada called 9 Reasons, it states in there that by nature that they are evil and disagreeable, and that Cain was not Adam's son, because in the Patak 9 Reasons on quote 14, the master teacher states to us that his children, it said that Eve had said to Adam, yes, you and I had sex and we knew each other, but I didn't get pregnant by you. This child that I got is from Yahweh, not you. And then Baba said, if you go to Genesis chapter 4, verse 1, you'll see. So what happened was that was not Adam's son, that was Yahweh's son. And that was a disagreeable demon that had sex with Hawa and gave birth to Cain. And that's why Baba said Cain's jealousy made him kill. So again, like I'm saying to y'all, they are killers. And I'm gonna prove it to you. Let's do the math. Who did Sakina kill? Sakina killed 3 individuals in a car crash. Do y'all remember that? Now, remember what I told y'all about witches and necromancers and what they do? It's always look like it's an accident. If you watch the movie Rosemary's Baby, the movie about the devil being born on 72nd Street, Baba said this was a real event. and that it took place and that they made a movie about it. So what did those witches do in that movie? Every time anyone got in their way, they caused an accident. Why? Because guess what? They'll say it wasn't me, it was an accident. Oh, what is an accident? Something that happens unfortunate, an incident that happens unexpectedly, unintentionally. Oh, it wasn't me. Oh, it was an accident. And it causes damage or injury to that person or thing. So who did Sakina kill? Who were her sacrifices? It was those three individuals: that brother Fuddle, that sister Jalal, and that other brother who was driving. And I noticed from the sister Dakia, who was the brother Daddy Cush wife, she was in the car and told me when Sakina came through but hold on. First of all, she told me this when I was at Menentet's house in Brooklyn. Ask Menentet. All right. Doc here, we sat up till 4 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, why is she telling me all of this? And all I did was I could hear Baba telling me, you need to listen. And she told me everything that happened in the car accident, how Sakina, and she told me that when Sakina came through, like from the accident, she was looking for the money. She told me she was kicking Sakina. And I said, why are you kicking her? She said, because during the accident, Sakina was laughing out loud like a witch. And the car was flipping upside. She said the car was in the air and it was flipping. And while they was going, Sakina started laughing, go, ha, 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 ha. She said she was laughing. Going, ha, 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 ha. She said she was laughing. And those three people are dead. And that Sakina did that. All right. And like I said, they make it look like an accident. All right. Now let's look at Damian Pryor. He was arrested for vehicle homicide. And like I said, y'all, I got he's up next. And I'll put everything on my wall so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Because I don't need nobody, him sitting up here telling y'all I'm making it up. Oh, people trying to do to him what they did to Baba. No, nigga, they using you. You're a demon. You're at the gate with Jacob York. All right? You're a child molester. You've done it many times to other children. And these facts are going to be brought to the light, and everybody is going to see who you are. You got it coming, my nigga. I'm going to bust you a whole new butthole, and I'll put my foot so far up your butt, you're going to taste my pedicure. I promise you. Now, Damian Pryor, he was arrested, like I said, for vehicle homicide. A man died. All right? What is that? An accident? You see? They killers by nature. John chapter 8, verse 44. What does it say? Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh the lie of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. So what is that telling you? They are liars. They will sit in your face. They will lie. They will cry. They will pray with you. They are liars and the father of it. You see what we have over the devil? And I'm going to tell y'all something. And I know this to be a fact. The devil cannot totally submit to the truth. And Baba taught me that. Baba said he will always find a way to do things his way. But you see, I'm going to tell you something. The more good you do, it's better to just, I look at it like this. You see, you get more when you do good. You lose when you do bad. And I know that to be a fact. Because when you do bad, you might get over at the time. You might temporarily get over, but you will always regret your actions in the long run. Because when I got locked up in Clayton County jail, I didn't want to live no more. I was like, I just came home and I'm back in again. What did I do? I didn't even do nothing. I was so upset. And Melchizedek came in there and said, what are you doing? And then he told me to go to Proverbs. He said, Proverbs is the wisdom, and the book of Psalms is the prayers. He said, let's look it up. Proverbs chapter 13, verse 11. And I was like, huh? He said, look, that's your birthday, 13:11. See, 13. He said, so this is how you know. And it said, and when I read it, it said dishonesty, like when you take money dishonestly, that it goes fast, it dwindles away. But when you gather money on honest terms, and you do it from a good place, that you increase in your riches when you do good. Trust me, I'm telling y'all, when I was in Clayton County, Georgia, I had so many luxuries that I had in my home and my place. And I had my place set up real nice for me. And then Melchizedek, not Malachi, Melchizedek was in my cell with other beings. And Melchizedek said, let it all go. Just let it go. He said, you didn't earn it. You took it. And then he went to the Proverbs and said that prayer to me. So you see, now you got this Damien Pryor going on his channel for 4 hours. And I'm going to tell you something. I couldn't listen to that crap. His voice is annoying. He has no baritone. He has no soul. His voice is like, he's sitting there lying to y'all, using Baba's name, his pictures, his face, talking about me and my father, my father, talking all that crap about me. I got facts on you, nigga. And I'm telling you right now, I'm bringing up some old receipts. And, I'm bringing up some old receipts and some new ones. And you sit up there bringing up some crap from that devil, that necromancer, Iron Bolivar Frank. I showed y'all that nigga name is inside of the Baphomet. Both of you niggas are rapists. Okay, let me say this to you, family, because the brother gave me that credit card 4 years ago. And when I tried to pay it off, he kept doing things so that I could be struggling and be in debt to him. And I mentioned him to Baba. Baba said, don't pay it no more. He's doing it. And Baba said, I would tell you some things, but you're going to get upset. He didn't want to piss me off. And then I found out later that nigga was a necromancer and that lizard that was over my door. Yo, I used to kill a lizard and show people and say, look, I killed the lizard, showed it to the voodoo priest. He said, it's not human. He said, yeah, this is the evil one. Because one time this brother I was talking to, he said, just burn it, just burn it. I burned it. And when I burned it, 2 of them came back. I said, yo, it's 2 of them now. He said, what? I said, yeah. He said, yo, this is crazy. So when I went, the voodoo priest said, kill it and send me the picture of it. So I killed one. And then the other one ran downstairs, and I ran downstairs, and I stomped and killed the other one. And when I was trying to take a picture of it, it was almost trying to freeze me. I said, oh, shoot, yo, it's trying to stop me. Then I took the picture of it, and I gave it to him. And he said, this one is not the devil, the voodoo priest. And then when I sent him the other picture, he said, yeah, this one is the evil one. I said, what should I do? He said, don't worry, he can't touch you, but don't worry. He's going to get his. You understand? Because let me tell you something. This man asked me to be his wife, and I said no. I made it very clear I don't like you. You got a lot of baggage. You got all this stuff. Look, let me say this to y'all. If a woman does not wish to be with a man, and he goes in her home and takes something of hers to perform witchcraft, to have this woman, that is a form of rape. Because I told his brother so many times, I was like, look, I'm not interested in being a part of your family. He even told me that he would leave his wife and we can get a place and get 2 Siamese cat. No woman, especially a woman like me, wants a man with baggage and a bunch of, he got this one. He used to be with his sister Rimpet, Shepsis Amunet. And I was like, when I found out that happened, because a lot of people in the tribe knew about it, I said, look, this nigga ain't good to his wife. Why would I want to be with a man that's like that? You disrespect your wife having sex with other women in the tribe. That's your woman. You have no respect for your woman. Okay? A lot of these brothers in this tribe, they do this. Talking about they want 2 and 3 wives. And they don't even have the money or the discipline to deal with it. To me, in my mind, it's just my opinion, it's all about sex. Furthermore, I had already told that brother, now all of a sudden, y'all ain't see this nigga in years. Because he was trying to be with me. And then when I cut him off, all of a sudden he started popping up, coming to class, going to y'all online, trying to study, acting like he's so freaking woosabat. Baba told me he's a reptilian and told me to read that book by Susan Reed, okay? And I'm going to tell you something. One day, me, him, and the brother Rautep, we was somewhere, and he got this stench smell to him. And I said to Rautep, I said, I said, I don't want to talk about him, because they at the time I thought he was helping. I said, did you smell that? He was like, yeah. He said, yeah, Tabitjet, I smell it. I said, what is that? He said, I don't know. And then when I read the book, they said that them reptilians, they got this smell that come off their skin. You know what I'm saying? Now he's this ride or die Nawapian Sabian on the web chanting, calling, pretending he's so interested in the Lahaj, just like Damien Pryor do. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all don't know. I'm going to tell you something, Damian Pryor, because you don't know nothing about me, all right? You're a pedophile. You're a woman beater, and you're under investigation. And like I said, this is going to be addressed on my next call. Now, I would also like to mention to you brothers, because, you know, this just came across my, I just want to say it. I just want to be honest, because a lot of y'all have slept with the women that were in the master teacher's life before the raid on Tamaray and before his arrest. And many of the master's former mates had gifts. You know, these were women that they brought gifts to the table, and they had an assignment in Baba's life just as well as he had an assignment in their life. And they were chosen to be with Baba. But now they have made it with men. And so now, and this is what Baba told me, he said, yeah, now they're with the men, and now they got that monkey gene, and their lights have been turned off. You know, like that crazy brother Tracy. He with Baba's ex-wife, Sacagawea. That was Baba's wife. You sisters are getting with men in this tribe, and y'all don't even do the Carfax on him. Now, this nigga is talking about Baba, saying that he not in there. He called me back in 2011 because the brother, Ian Bolivar LaFranc, gave him my number. And he was trying to convince me that Baba's not in there. He started talking all this crap. Can y'all hear me? He started talking all this crap, saying that trying to change my mind about the affirmation in the books that are being written, saying that the design on the actual facts is satanic. You see, one of the reasons why on my flyer I had the sun appear to set on the flyer is because Amun Ray's clock is here, right? In other words, those of you who have not caught up, you better catch up. And those of you who have, you know, a higher learning in this tribe, you better not let these devils pull you back, because I'm telling you right now, the books are most definitely being written by the hands of Panabab Yanun. And Mario Jessup, y'all remember, he had asked Baba live, was he writing them? And Pops told him, yeah, I'm writing the books. And then Baba gave Mario a book to write called Pamipta, the key. And inside of the book is a real picture of Baba with a card, right, that you can use to talk to him. And so Baba says, what happened, y'all? Very clear. Oh, y'all couldn't hear me? Okay. And so what happened was he wrote this book called Pamipta, called The Key. And in this book, Baba put a card in there with a real picture of Baba that he took in prison. Because he got on, in the feds, they give you khaki. You wear a beige khaki. Baba got a beige khaki shirt on with a white t-shirt, and he has a kufi on his head. All right, somebody said what? Okay, that's that dude FG nonsense. I'm ignoring you. All right. So now what happened was when Baba wrote this book called Pamipta, he could y'all take that nigga out my thing? That FG HGF 977. Take him off of my one of my moderators. Block him. I don't want him on my call no more, because he's negative. Every time he always got something bad to say about me. He's trying to stop people from helping me. Talking about I said this and I said that. Y'all don't never say nothing to them niggas on that call when y'all don't ask them questions and they don't tell you anything. All right? So leave me alone, brother. Because I know who you are. You a devil. Because the last time you kept saying, stop talking about this, you always got something bad to say. Get off my channel. Get off of my channel. Block him. Now, Mario Jessup had asked Baba if he was writing them. And writing the books, and Baba said yeah. And then Baba wrote Mario Jessup a book called Pamipta. And in that book, Baba put a card in there with a picture of him. And in the card, it's a picture of Baba, a real picture of Baba. And Baba talks about the iPhone. He breaks down the number 9 and breaks down the iPhone and says it's going to seem, silly in the beginning, but you can use this card to communicate with me, right? And so, but how it works is, no one can see your book, no one can touch your book, and no one can touch your card. Baba said this is important, or else the energy will be destroyed. So now, once Mario began getting money for the book, he started charging people $45 to $40 for the book. Then the book went up to $95 for the book. Now, in the book, Panabab Yanun has the prayer to call him when you need help or if you need to ask a question. And he said it will seem like it's not real. And he breaks down the cell phone and the call in the card that you use. And then he tells you to say the prayer, Abta Pa Taruk, Leye Pararuk Im Yanun, Abta Pa Babab Leyehu. And you say it 19 times. Okay? And then you can talk to Baba through the phone. Now I want to address what that brother had to say about me because he said that I asked for money before. I did take care of that business. But like I said, I told y'all that there's evil people in the tribe that was working witchcraft and I did not know. All right? So they sabotaged it, stupid. What do you think we dealing with? I just told y'all what we dealing with and who these people are in the tribe. So stop trying to hate on me and stop people from helping me help Baba get out of there. All right? I'm not a liar and I'm not a thief. And you're going to find out because this game ain't going to go on forever. Eventually, it's going to come to an end. And you all will see who's telling the truth and who's lying. Now, if you don't want to help, don't help. But don't knock what I'm doing for the master teacher because you're not in prison. You're not locked up. So Baba's sitting up in there for something he didn't do, and these niggas are responsible for his life. And you're just jealous because you don't want him out. Now, let me tell you something about Carla Thomas, okay? Because she's a murderer too and a killer. Okay, now they're up there talking on their conference call about there's chaos in the tribe, but y'all the ones who causing the chaos. You never have an update, and when you do, it's vague. You never talk about when you went to see the master teacher, what day you went, how he's doing, what was the update about. You sit in front of Panabab Yanun from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. I know because I was in the feds. That's how the calls are from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. for 6 hours. Every weekend, depending on the weather. And all you got is this vague, lifeless update. Gadushtak can't even read the affirmation properly. She reading the update. She can't even read it properly. And Sakina is trash. Talking about how they did everything to bring him out. And he's still in there. Tell me, Sakina, and tell the tribe, what did you do? Show us what you did, Sakina. Dale Elaine Brown got her ex-lover. Dale Elaine Brown shot her ex-lover in the face. Y'all want to talk about my past? Let's talk about your past, Dale Elaine Brown. Talk about that woman you shot in the face. What about that with a gun? Your ex-lover, because she's a lesbian, she like women. Talk about that. And so if you niggas would like to talk about my past, let's talk about yours and what you did. Don't let me bring stuff up about you, okay? Because I'm going to tell you something. When I open that closet of yours, ain't no telling what bone going to fall out of it. And Dale Elaine Brown, her ex died in her kitchen floor. Did y'all know that? Some man she was dating named Larry. He died right in the middle of her kitchen floor. And to be honest, that's the center of her house. So while y'all sitting up here talking about me and my boosting, and Bloomingdale's is owned by the Jews. Neiman Marcus is owned by the Jews. Bergdorf Goodman, those are all Jewish names. Macy's are owned by the Jews. The Jews are the one with all the money. They're the ones that rule the world. They are the richest people on the planet. Not the Nagardanadu race. So you want to sit up here and talk about my past and what I did so long ago. But you niggas are murderers. You shot your girl in the face, Dale Elaine Brown. And Deuce, why you killed somebody in the car. And Sakina, you killed 3 people in the car. And how about Fatima York? Y'all don't remember when she started dating that brother and that young boy died? That man she was dating, his son got into an accident and died in the car. His Sabian name was Satin, and his wife, his fiance, Nafir Tweet mate. Y'all remember that? Let's talk about that accident and the dirt that y'all witches be doing in this tribe, pretending y'all got this deep connection with Baba when y'all devils. All of these people are murderers and killers. Yet they getting on a conference call talking about chaos and how people hate themselves. And there's a lot of innocent people who are being influenced. Let me say this, family. Check this out. How long, I want y'all to think about this. How long has the master teacher been slandered on the internet? Let's talk about the time from when he first got arrested. Lied on with men and women, calling him a pedophile. Did any one of those people that I mentioned to y'all ever stand up for him? But yet they stand before you claiming that they love Baba. Did they ever stand up for his name and shut those people down? No. Instead, they partied, begged for money, sold books, and buried Baba alive in there for years. His own family. Is not Carla Thomas? Did she not have a child with Baba? Did not Shalimar Richardson have 3 children with Baba? Did not Abigail Washington have 2 children with Baba? Okay, so please, let's wake up and stop brown-nosing those people who are pretending to be so close to Baba, using these lawyers in their lives to play games with his life. They do not want him out for the last time. And the master is waiting for you all to wake up so that he can be released. But if you keep on thinking, because they get the affirmation that they going up on a visit, that they with him, you are so sadly mistaken. Look at the list of all the people that went up there to see him. I gave it to y'all. All his enemies. Baba stated in the prayer of Amun, it was my family, my own family. We used to walk together, eat together. He said they handed him over to the devil. And now they trying to subtly claim that I'm the problem, that I'm causing chaos because I'm calling it as I see it. I'm telling y'all what I saw with my own eyes, that I studied these niggas for years. And I'm telling y'all right now, they're children of the devil and they are being used. And now they are being exposed. So don't start none, won't be none. This is 2024 and we ain't taking it no more. You call us weak and said that the success of evil is that the good people will do nothing. And now that the chickens are coming home to roost, all of the dirt that you did, all of the lies you told, all of the games you played, all of the chickens you cut up in the voodoo priest, all the people that you confided in, it's time for your behinds to roast, okay? Sakina gonna sit up there on the call talking about she going to her altar. Girl, go ahead to your altar, Sakina. Go ahead and talk to your pissy ancestors, because you know what? You got your mother. When last time I saw you with your mother and I went with you to your mother's house, you got your mother living in an assisted living home in the projects with furniture from the 1970s with plastic on it. Where's your respect for your ancestors? Because trust me, your fate is already written. And when the time comes for you to die, those evil specters will be waiting to torment you forever because you did a grave thing. You lied to us all, and now you praying. You and your entourage on the acting like y'all got this great love for Baba, but y'all are part of the trying to have the master teacher assassinated. Baba told me a long time ago, he said they're trying to assassinate me, Tabitjet, but they're trying to do it so that the blood won't be on their hands. In other words, so they could say, oh, it's the prison. Oh, it's the judge. It's Seals. It's Sheriff Seals. But I just told y'all what happened and how Baba got incarcerated. Okay? It was his own people that did this. And Sakina and all them niggas that stood before you talking about, oh, I got this lawyer. He with John Gotti. I got one of John Gotti's lawyers. And then he with the John Gotti firm. And then when Baba told me to look it up, they said they didn't even know that nigga. So if y'all want to talk about somebody that lied and asked for this and did that, talk about them people from then. Talk about Sakina. Talk about Waukee. Talk about Carla Thomas and all them other niggas that lied to y'all. Talk about Rick and all of them. Why y'all not coming for them? Now all of a sudden that this call is about them and I'm exposing them, now all of a sudden they got a problem with it. But when it was about Baba, y'all didn't have a problem with it. That's how you know they full of it, y'all. I'm telling you right now. Y'all got to sit back and watch these people who claim they got this connection with Baba and they fighting for this freedom and they've been lying to us all along. And people are fed up with y'all crap. All right? I'm not asking for thousands of dollars. I said 10 grand. is what I need. And somebody said they'll send me 3, so I need 7. And if you don't want to give it to me, I'm going to get it somehow, some way. You don't think I'm tired of this? Y'all think I really want to be doing this? I don't. But what am I going to do? Sit back, because guess what? I'm going to tell you something. And this is what I learned from walking with the master for many years. If you hear something and you don't do anything about it, when you come back in this life, you're going to be deaf. If you knew something, if you saw something and you don't do anything about it, you coming back in this life blind. You know why Ray Charles was blind? Because Ray Charles saw something in his past life, and he didn't do anything. And Baba said that's why when his brother George died, the mother said, "Why didn't you call me? Why didn't you do something?" And shortly after that, he went blind. Because in his past life, he saw something and didn't do anything. And that's why he came back blind. You all are going to pay. Those of you who don't help, y'all sit up here slandering my name, talking about Baba, slandering Baba, lying on him, saying that he did this. And some of y'all believing that it's true. Y'all not fighting the fight. Look, it ain't over until it's over. I'm not going to stop until he's out. And if I get a call and they tell me things have to get done, I got to do my job. What am I going to do? Or say I'm tired of this and I'm not coming back here no more. I'm getting out of here. I'm going home. I'm not getting left behind. I don't care how crazy y'all think that Baba is, because he kept talking about UFOs. Now they all over the place. And those of you who walk with the master, y'all already know what I'm saying is real. Y'all know I'm not making this up, and y'all know I'm not lying. Things are happening, okay? Things take place. This is a spiritual war. This is a spiritual war against evil. And we have to stop this. We got to stick together. We got to come together, y'all, because this is the end. Y'all don't stop fighting until the fight is up. Like I said, 50 of y'all could give $200. That is nothing. For 50 people to donate $200. That's the money right there, and that's it. It ain't going to be a lot of money if y'all all pitch in together. It's not a lot of money. You put into, so-and-so put into, so-and-so, and then boom, the money's there, and then I go take care of my business. What are you losing? You're not losing anything. I'm your sister. I'm not a liar. I'm not a thief, and I'm not playing, y'all. This is Baba's life, and I love him. I really do. I feel bad that another year has gone by, and he's still sitting in there, man. I know he'll be home. But it ain't going to get done if I just sit here waiting for the Natharu. That's stupid. It doesn't work that way. You have to move. Like Baba says, when he talked about that, he said, then they come and they get you, and then he said they won't help you anyway. But the ancestors, how they move is like this. If they help you, we're going to help them. If we see at least a few of them making some moves to help you, then we'll get you out. And then while we're doing this, like the ants moving around, making our moves, the ancestors are watching and they're taking notes. The overseers are watching. How do they watch us? Baba said, just like you do on an iPhone and just like you do on a flat screen TV. He said, if you want to know how the ancestors watch us, watch the movie Hunger Games, Part 1. And you will see how the ancestors look at us from Orion. He said, they look upon you from the Orion star system. He drew that in my passkey seal. He drew an eye in the center of my passkey seal, the eye of Horus. And in the iris, the eye part, he drew a flag. And he said, that's the flag of the Natharu. He said, they're looking upon you. And he said, he sent I sent Baba a copy of my passkey seal because he said to color it in. He mailed it back and wrote on the back of it and said, they're looking upon you from the Orion star system, Tabitjet. And I wrote him back and said, how do they watch me? And he said, just like how you look at an iPod, because they didn't have iPhones out then. He said, just like how you look at an iPod and how you look at a flat screen TV, that's how they watch you. So they can see you. They see you all. They see all of us. So we all should be doing our best to help Baba so that when he come home, you can be in your rightful place. Don't let these devils, tell you speak bad about me and tell you that I'm lying because they have yet to prove me wrong. Them niggas are full of it, yo. I'm telling you that they're monsters. I'm telling you that Carla Thomas is a monster. I'm telling you. And your days of games are over, Carla Thomas, because you tried to take my life like you took the life of others. And you try to hide behind a bookstore and pretend you're so innocent and quiet. And you're so quiet and so innocent. And I'm telling you, family, she is always, it's always those quiet ones that you got to watch and you got to look out for. Because you look at her real good. Because she looks like a malnourished chihuahua from Taco Bell. And look at the Gadushat. She looked like she walked out of a creep show. They are spellbounding you into thinking that they are good when they are only wicked. And let me tell you something about what I know, what some members of this tribe told me. Now, this sister named Kahenti, hold on, let me show you her picture. I'm going to show you the sister because y'all might know her. Hold on. Let me move this and show y'all Kahenti. This is Kahenti. Do y'all see her? This is the sister Kahenti. Let me tell y'all what happened. Now that y'all see how she looked, y'all could get a face with the picture. Now, Kahenti had told one of her best friends that she went to the store, right? And she was talking to Tabitjet about some papers. And she was like, she started talking, saying something about some papers, some documents or some paperwork or whatever. And she said that she was reviewing. And she said, what's going on? When is Baba getting out of there? Like, what's whatever? And she said, the only one that I know that's doing something is that girl in Florida, Tabitjet. So she said after she saw Tabitjet, she went to the bathroom. And all of her amulets fell off. Her ensuite, her earring, her ring fell in the sink. And then she asked one of the brothers if he could get it for her, and they was trying to the brother they call Bling Bling. They tried to get him. She tried to get him to get her ring or whatever. So then she asked Tabitjet for some incense. So she said when Tabitjet went to incense, she dug down behind the counter. She was digging down there in a box somewhere, right? And she said when Kahenti came back out the back, when Kahenti came out the bathroom, Kahenti was like, why is the deity Hatshepsut by the bathroom? Like, you don't put a deity by the bathroom. She had said that she didn't like that. And she said when she said that she was looking at Tabitjet, and Tabitjet was just looking strange. Like, you could tell that it wasn't something human in her. She said Tabitjet gave her the incense, and when she went home, she went to burn the incense. And she said the incense was smelling like poop, like bowel movement. And so Kahenti best friend kept coming to her house saying, yo, it's stinking here. What is that smell? So she said she went and took the incense back. And when she went in the shop, Tabitjet was sitting at the door, like she was waiting for her. And she said when she went in, she looked at Tabitjet and was like, yo. And she said, yo, Tabitjet is right about what she said, whatever that girl is, that she's some type of monster, whatever. She was like, yo, it's real. And so Kahenti was like, this incense ain't good. And she said she got some more. And when she went back home and was burning it, she said it started stinking. And all of a sudden, she kept calling her friend saying, I'm seeing rats in my house. I'm seeing rats. And she said, what do you mean? So when the sister was telling me what Kahenti was telling her, I said, yo, when they was doing that witchcraft on me, I kept thinking I saw a rat, like not a real one. Because, you know, I live in a beautiful place. It's clean. There's no rats here. I'm not in New York on the first floor or in a building where rats could be. And I was like, yo, I would see like a spirit thing. It looked like a rat. And I said the same thing. I said, yo, that's what was happening to me. And I started burning sage and putting up the mirrors, like Baba said, in the window to get rid of whatever energies they would send it to me. But it was too many of them, y'all, that was attacking me at one time. And that's why if you listen to my old update, you'll hear me telling Baba that I was sick and that they tried to kill me. Why would I be telling that to the master teacher if it didn't happen? All right? So don't tell me about no 10,000 that I got prior to this before, because the paperwork got done, but them niggas sabotaged it. Waki, her brother Obar, and Fatima. These are evil, spiritual, wicked people, okay? They work in the spirit realm. But see, now it's too late. It's over for them niggas because now it's their turn. Okay? The tables is turning and it's over for them, y'all. Y'all gonna see them go away one by one. Watch what I say. Mark my word. Now, let me tell you something. So the sister told me, and I said, and I knew it was real because that's what happened to me. So then she said, shortly after that, she met up with the sister, and the sister was fine. And then the next day, she told her she loved her. And she said she never told me she loved me before, you know. And then the next day when she went home, they said it was some foam stuff coming out of her mouth and out of her nose and out of her ears, this white foam, and she died. And I'm telling y'all now that freaking Tabitjet took her out, all right? They devils. And a lot of these people, yes, some of them was because they was in Baba's way, but some of them was because them niggas took them out. They're necromancers, they spellcasters. But see, the reason why they couldn't really get me the way they wanted to is because I'm not from here. So my ancestors are looking in Orion and they watch because I'm telling y'all, I was in a car and I was supposed to be dead. And the brother called the young elder, that calls himself the young elder, he was on the phone. He made a statement. And Amun Numas, when he was the Savior assassin, he said, yo, I heard they took the sister out. And when I got to my hotel, I'm gonna print these pictures. I got to show y'all this. I just got to remember to do it. But when I got to my hotel, there was two Gideon birds, one on the left and one on the right, two demons at the hotel. You see what I'm saying? So they had sent these demons to kill me, but extraterrestrials stepped in because the cloud came over me. I don't care how crazy this sounds. I just showed y'all the letter where Baba said the angels was with me in the cell. I'm telling y'all, extraterrestrials is real. I'm an extraterrestrial. Some of us are not from here, okay? And I'm one of them that's not from here, and there are others, all right? This is real, y'all. So I'm driving, and the craft went over the sky. First, I was getting this feeling in my stomach like I was in trouble. You know when you little and you going home? I don't know about y'all. I come from a very strict family. Like, my moms didn't play. So if I got in trouble and the teacher said she was going to call my house, it would be the longest walk home ever. And I'd be so nervous. Well, that's the only feeling I could describe. Because if my mother heard that I was talking back to a teacher or I got in trouble, I got my behind with. You know, the strap was coming out. And on top of that, I got on punishment. And whatever I had that she gave me, whether it's bangles, a nice chain, earrings, she took all that back until I earned it back. You know, so my parents are very strict. So that's the best way I could describe the feeling that I had when I was driving. And I said, something's going on. Something's going on. And I was nervous. And then next thing you know, all of a sudden, I see a big cloud. And because remember, clouds fluctuate with the wind. They don't move from one section of the sky to the other like that. It was a big gray cloud. It moved from one section of the sky all the way to the right where the field is. Because if you're driving on that route to 90, is it 95? If you're driving 95 south going to Miami from Florida, from Orlando, it's a straight, flat route. Ain't no turns, none of that. So, and then to the right is a big field. And the craft went over there by the field. Then I saw the beams coming down. I looked and I said to myself, I said, why are they over there? Like, shouldn't they be like over me? And they came down and then all of a sudden, I'm in the car, I'm driving. Then all of a sudden it started raining. I'm talking about like pouring down rain, like to the point where you couldn't even see. I was moving up on the window like, yo, there was a red Toyota in my left lane. I was in the right lane and it hit the wall and spun out of control. And but the way it was like, the way it spun, it was like as if extraterrestrials had a magnet over it and was keeping it still in that area so it wouldn't touch me. And then I flew right by the freaking car. I said, oh, I never been so freaking shocked in my life. And I almost like slowed down and I heard them. They said, drive this car, drive. Then after that, the sun came out real quick. The sun came out. And I heard them. They was like, drive this car, girl, drive, drive. Then they said, laugh, laugh. I started laughing. Then I turned on the music. They was like, sing, sing, laugh, sing. And that's what I started doing. Now, I don't know what the laughing got to do with spells and witchcraft, but I'm telling you, these monsters that are listening, they know what that means. And they know what I'm saying is real, okay? And the young elder is a sorcerer because he's got people following him, telling them not to burn sage. First of all, Baba said that our culture is sage. The master teacher said that sage is a part of our culture, that our culture is Native American culture. In other words, we do smudging, we smoke, we use sage, because Baba says sage gets rid of any and all spirits. You want to use it too much, but you burn the sage, you take a mirror. He said, put a mirror facing your window, meaning if you got a window and there's a wall, put the mirror on the wall, facing the window. So that way, let's say I come to your window, I'll be able to see my reflection in the window. That's to keep the spirits out. He said to get salt water and pour it against your door, wherever your entrance is. So I got a patio, so I pour salt water across my patio. I got a patio front door. I pour salt water across my front door, and I put the mirror, because one of my windows, one of my windows don't have a wall, so I took a square mirror and put it in the window, facing the window, so the spirits can't come in my house. And I was like, okay, good. I don't have to sage no more, because I sage to get rid of those negative spirits, and now I don't have to worry about them. But every so often we do that. He was like, don't burn sage, it stinks. How you gonna go against the teachings of the master teacher? That's how you know you dealing with devils, and that's why I call that nigga devil. I call it as I see it. How did you know that they were gonna kill me that day? And then when he said that, I said, what are you talking about? I'm right here. And he hurried up and deleted what he put up there. And I guess he went back and said something to them. Yo, she just texted me and said she's right there, y'all. So whatever y'all tried to do, she there. And I'm here to tell y'all it was extraterrestrials that saved my life, because them niggas wanted to take me out. So you got some people here that are regular mortals, right? And they got ancestors, but they're not under the watch of the extraterrestrials. And when some of these people do witchcraft and do stuff to them, they take them out. They're killers, they're murderers, they're evil, and they're not our family. So you could say whatever you want in the Babset about the chaos. You're the one causing the chaos. You're the ugly one that hates yourself. All right? Because I love who I am. I love how I look. I love my chocolate skin. I love my beautiful teeth that I so well take care of. I love bathing and taking care of myself, and you know it, okay? You're a bum, you're evil, and you're disrespectful, and you never gave me anything. I gave you garbs, I gave you earrings, I gave you a quilt to wear. You've never given me nothing. You've never helped me do anything. One time, and that's because Baba told you to give me the money when you gave me money when I was going to Washington that time. And Fatima York and her mother and them kept trying to snoop around to find out where the money's coming from. They don't want me to have the money because they know I can make power moves with the money. They know I love Baba. So they try to find out. They went to Trinidad. Now the brother Taharka don't help me no more because they went over there. What do you think they went over there for, y'all? They found out the brother was helping me, and they went over there and cast a spell. Somebody did something, because them people over in Trinidad, they do that witchcraft too. There's witches over there. There's witches in London. There's witches in Jamaica. There's witches in Ghana, witches in Liberia, everywhere. They're on this planet. You cannot escape them. The only thing you can do is put on the armor of the Most High. I'm telling y'all what I know from being around them. And they're not family. They don't work together. They're not team players. They never worked with me. They would never pick up their phones. It was like pulling teeth with them niggas. They're devils. And I'm telling you, they're responsible for the master teacher's incarceration. If anyone has any questions, I'm done with my call. I'm going to end it. Anyone have any questions? I will wait 5 minutes for you to type anything you need to ask me, any questions you need to know. And thank you, Doamutef Atunureye. Let's get this done. Wait a minute, somebody said I drew 5 of them from a hotel window in Queens, New York. What? Yeah. Yeah, Winifred 19, she says, I don't listen to any of those conference calls. I know they're all on some BS. I'm giving you the opportunity. What about the people in Arizona? I don't, the brother in Arizona, I don't talk to him. His name is uh what's his name? Hinu. The brother Hinu. This is my take on it, right? The brother Hinu got a bookstore in Arizona, right? And he got the bookstore and he lives in the bookstore. But to me, he just got the bookstore as a form of power because they all were trying to do some event or something like that. And he was just, it was just a bunch of power tripping. I don't got time for that, y'all. Like I've never even been to the store. Okay? I don't deal with Hinu because Hinu is a what's that brother? A Johnny Sabbathite. Everything is Johnny Sabbath, and those other stuff. And it's like Johnny Sabbath is not the master teacher. They came up with some book. I asked Baba about it. Baba said I never told him to write no book. So I don't know. You understand? I don't hate him. I'm just, y'all ask me a question about the brother Hinu, and I'm telling you how I feel. I don't dislike him. I don't hate him. There's some other things that I know that I don't think is important to disclose because it really has nothing to do with me and it has nothing to do with Baba's freedom. Well, all I'm gonna say is this: y'all just better be careful with the people that y'all getting up with in this tribe and do a Carfax on each other. Brothers do Carfaxes on sisters. Sisters do Carfaxes on brother. Give yourself a time to get to know a person before you rush into anything. But I do know that Baba did. Baba came to him in a dream and told him to help me, and he did. He helped me. So, and I appreciate that. I really do. Baba came to him in a dream, told him I need you to help Tabitjet, and he did. He said, Pops came to me and told me to help you. I said, okay, thank you. And he did. And I appreciate that. But I'm not going to let, because a person give me money, stop me from speaking the truth. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's best sometimes. Look, y'all, Baba's about to get out of there. I got some moves I got to make. And like I said, I only need $7,000 now because somebody's going to give me 3. And there are people in this tribe that know. I just can't tell everybody because, what we dealing with. Like I made a mistake the last time, to letting them listen to my conversation, telling them I'm going to Hank Johnson's office. Oh, Mr. Hubbard is doing this. I'm doing that. I'm doing this. Yeah, they got it with the Judiciary Committee. Come on, man. I messed that up. You understand? And I didn't know that we was dealing with witches. Yeah, I knew they was witches, but I ain't know them niggas could do what they do. You understand? I didn't know it was like that. And then when I started getting in contact, I got in contact with my family members, and they got me in contact with some people, and they started telling me about these individuals and telling me who they are and what they did to me and what they tried to do. And now it's too late. Now those same specters that they use is coming back to them. It's nothing that they can do. Because it's just like this. When you do witchcraft on people and they do something to get rid of it, those specters and those spirits and those evil things have to have somewhere to go. So they're going to go back to Cinder. You feel me? So it's like, that's why Deuce Why looked the way he looked. Look at that nigga, y'all. Y'all not looking at him? Y'all must be, you know what? I think it must be something that y'all eating. You can't tell me that you can't look at that nigga and see that he's a demon. And that you can't look at Sakina and know that she's a demon. And that you can't look at Tabitjet and know that they're evil. There's no way that you can you can even look at Waukes's hands. They look like they come up out the graveyard like a creep show. They're creepy. Like Baba said, freaks in a perfect creature. And if you read that Patsaruk, that actual fact, Baba talks about them in there, and he calls them necromancers. And he says that their God is the Lord Sam Hain. I told y'all what they did at that tone ceremony. Y'all acting like y'all don't. Look, man, I'm going to be honest with you. I think the spell of Kingle is very powerful. And the only way you can get rid of it is to do spiritual things to protect yourself and stay away from these people, man. Stay away from them. We're at the door. We're not that far from the master coming out. And like I said, if I'm lying and y'all think that it ain't going to work, it ain't. But look, this can't go on forever. At some point, it's going to come to an end. All right? Don't forget who the master teacher is. He is Melchizedek. We are all being tested. Because just like I'm asking you for financial support and you're hearing it, you don't want to help me, that's on you. That's you being tested too. Because Baba said, when I come home, I'm going to ask each and every one of you, what have you done for my freedom? You can't say you did not know, because now I'm telling you. Because my ancestors said y'all didn't know what was going on. And I was upset. It's like, how could they not know? They said they don't know. They was not there. They don't know what you know. I said, oh, okay, then I'm going to tell them. And I'm telling y'all. So I'm going to get off this call. If anyone, hold on, somebody said, I am the brother that called you via Facebook about 2 years ago. Oh, I know I'm not on Facebook anymore. So you can reach out to me through my email. Okay? Duamutefatunuree, and just leave your number and I'll reach out to you. Fuddle gave me my first book, Man from Planet Risk. Man, that's sad. Ooh, y'all, that story she told me about them killing him was sad, you know. And they got to my friend, the Sabian assassin. He ain't the same no more. He all humble, you know. Talking about they did a number on him. The young elder, he was around all them niggas. I kept telling him, I said, listen, stay away from him. He all posted up with them, smiling with them. It's politics. I was like, all right, go ahead then. You gonna see what politics is when you see witchcraft. You taking food from this nigga Lifeway, eating from him. Don't you think they know? They see you working with me. That's why they was coming for you. You didn't have all that tension before. Before I got on your channel, they wasn't coming for you like that, wanting to meet up with you and all of that. They was trying to shut you down, and they did. You took all the content that we had on your channel down. Why? Because them warlocks, the brothers of Zuin, from the Blue Lodge told you to take it down, especially when I started talking about the brothers that are sleeping with each other. I see, listen, man, me, I watched everything. I analyzed things, and I try not to be biased. They got to my brother, and he gone now. He ain't the same no more. He don't got that fire no more, and he don't talk like that anymore. How was Deuce while your friend, when you just heard Diamond on my channel say that she caught him with her daughter, and I got the paperwork and that I'm going to show y'all. The little girl was sodomized and raped. And the father was going to go down there and kill him. I'm telling you what I know. I don't make up stuff. I don't have a reason. I'm not going to get, I don't have a reason to do that. To make up stuff about people and make up lies and stuff like that. That's just not my nature. Hold on. I'm going to show y'all something real quick before we leave. Because I want y'all to understand. I want y'all to understand something. Let me go on my inbox and pull this up real quick. Again, if y'all want to reach out to me, ashantizulu@gmail.com. I want to thank those of you who did help me. Because I already see some people already sent me a Zelly payment. I appreciate y'all, my family. I love y'all. Thank you. We're gonna do this, and Baba's gonna come home. Hold on. I want to let me pull something up. I want to end with this part of the, and I want y'all to think about this, because what I'm doing by exposing them, what I'm doing with my channel, I'm putting my life at risk, because they coming for me, not y'all. They want me dead, not y'all. They wanted to take my life, and then I'm gonna tell you what the voodoo priest told me. They wanted to take my life, and then they wanted to take Baba's life. And I know a brother from Brooklyn that's Haitian, and what I will do is me and him will go live together, and I'll let him tell you what they said, okay? So that way I got witnesses to prove what I'm telling you about these people, man. They're devils. Look what Baba said. The scheme, chapter 57. I'm not going to read number 1 and 2. I'm just going to read it. Why do the Canaanites, keep you, become confused and enraged and even angered and think all kinds of evil thoughts? These once rulers of earth for 6,000 years have made themselves to be gods of other races. These Caucasoids have ruled for 6,000 years from the birth of Canaan. They came together as Celtics of Wiccan, as Druids, as Satanists, as sorceries and witches, as clan members, warlocks, frat clubs, preachers, as clergy of Mesopotamia, religious groups, lizards, liars of lies, deceivers of deceivers, and they plotted, planned, and schemed evil actions. They schemed against Joanna, Pa Manzalna's daughter, Amunababra e Akakta Zetsui, and against you who are devoted to him. Again, they schemed against Joanna, Pa Manzalna's daughter, Amunababra e Akakta Zetsui, and against you who are devoted to him. They send me black devils inside Nawapu and let them pretend to be one of them and report back to us their workings, so that we may separate them and cause them to turn against his own. Let us separate them, block their spread of Nawapu and their religion, and not speak Nawapic and accept Patsaruk. Prevent their salvation, prevent their redemption. Let us prevent their transformation. Let us prevent their rebirth. Okay, I don't want to get into this. But to see, they want to prevent us, our exodus from this planet to Sabotage, to Sa'at, onto Risk. So what is that? They're telling you extraterrestrials want to take their children out of here. Let us break their togetherness and unity so they can't practice Nawapu and Nawapi. You see? So I'm telling you now that there are niggas in this tribe. Like I told you, Anthony Montgomery is an informant. He works for the other side. Joseph Hibner is an informant. Baba used to visit with them and say, why am I in here? Why am I still here? He would say that to them, not us. And guess what they would do? Come back and blame us for it. Pop said, y'all need to come together. Y'all need to, no, he was talking to y'all niggas. It's love and unity. We need love and you. Then here come the clan mother, Waukee. Come on, guys. We got to come together. Come on, love and unity. And I shook. We got to come together. Love and unity. Come on, guys. Y'all stop doing this to my brother. Come on, guys. But meanwhile, they the ones they the devils. Standing right in front of us talking about y'all got to stop this. We got to stop this chaos. We got to stop the hate. And they're the freaking haters. These niggas are liars and they're evil. And guess what? If it wasn't for Baba, if it wasn't for my ancestors, I would have been down there in Brooklyn, opened up a can of whoop ass. I'm telling you now how I am. And like I told Baba, I'm a fighter. I don't play them games. You sit up here playing with my life, lying on me. I'm not lighting. See, I'm the type person, I won't light a candle. I'll be waiting for you around the corner with a stick. You can meet my stick across your face. You can take a candidate's, open up a candidate's whoop ass on your behind. I can pull up with my freaking posse because I don't walk alone. Trust me. I'm only following instructions from the master teacher. A lot of y'all would have been hurt already Because I don't play them freaking games. Y'all sitting up here playing with Baba life. I'm running around doing this, doing this. Y'all doing other things to block it. And then lying to people about me. Saying it's me when it's you. They deserve to die. All of them. They deserve to die, y'all. Because this game that they playing is dirty. They deserve to die and be like that guy, Adrian, that was calling for his friend Mike when he died. Because the mother said the spirit was on him. The spirit need to be on him. They messing with Baba life, y'all. All these years of games and lies. And he could have been came out. If they would have just worked together. They didn't. And they trying to act like I'm the problem. Yeah, Deuce beats women. Yeah, he should have been got his. Oh, he would have been the first one. I would have rolled up on him. He would have been the first one. I would have told my homies, yeah, that's him right there. See, but somebody like Deuce, he needs to be tortured. See, he don't need to die. He need to be tied. He need to be doing like how they do in my mother country. Mother said when they torture people, they tie them to a tree and get dogs and sick them on them. Or like my Jamaican homeboys I know, they said they took this dude raped this girl. You know what they did to him? They took him to a basement full of rats. They tied him up in the daytime. They tied his hands to his feet and they smeared cakes and all types of stuff all over him and let the rats eat him up. They left him in the basement. He's the type of dude that stuff like that need to happen to him. He needs to be tortured because what he did is sick. And then he's standing up there talking with the actual fact, and with the actual fact. I can't talk like him because I got a raspy voice. He don't have no soul when he talk. His voice is disgusting. And every time I listen to him, I know he's full of it. And just listen to him, I was like, this nigga sitting up here lying. I was like, what is this nigga, crazy? This nigga is insane, y'all. He's a sick man. And Baba told me through that, ask Robbie and ask Joe what Baba said about Deuce Wah. Because they were there on a visit. He said he's a sick man and pointed to his head. Pointed to his head and said he's sick. You know what that means? He belongs in an asylum. You sitting up here raping children. Rape, man. Look, y'all, I'm going to save what I got for him on my call. Because trust me, y'all, like I said, I'm going to bust him a whole new butthole. He is not going to be able to deal with what I got coming for him. Because I love children and I love women. You know? We are family. I don't like to see women crying and beating up and some child being molested and raped by some. No, this is wrong. And I hope, there's a lot of you in this tribe that have had things like this happen to you when you were a child. And I need you to put yourself in these situations, and some of you women have had your parents because what Deuce, matter of fact, I'm going to save it. My next call is about Deuce Wild York. And if you're listening, because I know you are, you can go ahead to your little voodoo people. And because the people in Ghana, the spiritual people in Ghana said you're going around trying to get spiritual protection. They said you're trying to get spiritual protection for what's to come. But it's too late because it's too late, bro. You messed up, okay? You should have just left Baba's. You should have just stayed in prison and did your time. Or what you should have did was when you get out of jail card, you should have got with some hustlers and snitched on them. But see, you ain't going to do that because niggas is coming to kill you and you going to go in jail. See, y'all don't want to do that, but y'all want to do it to the master teacher because y'all know the people that are around him are spiritual. These are people that chant and pray. So you want to use him to get out of jail and do what you did. But you're an informant. You're a pedophile. You're a pervert. You're a sick man. And you need to be in a crazy house. You need to be in prison so that men can rape you and do what you did to children. You don't deserve to be on no call talking like you're some freaking whatever. You're not Baba's son. Baba's children don't have defects like that. Baba's children are majestic looking. Look at them. Yeah, I know they did some bad stuff, some of them. But look at them. They look majestic. They have a distinct African look about them. You don't look like that. You're not Baba's son. You welcome, Harar. You're not Baba's son. Stop lying to the family and y'all stop listening to this idiot. What is wrong? Look, y'all under the spell. Y'all are zombies. That's all I got to say. I'm getting ready to end this call. Okay? I appreciate you all for tuning in. And thank you for listening to my live. Like I said, my next call, I'm going to take them down one by one. Because y'all need to know details that I know about these people, one by one. And the first runner-up is Damien Alvin Pryor. Okay? And like I said, y'all going to want to tune into this. I'm going to do the flyer 2 weeks ahead of time. Like I said, I got something I got to do. But it's okay because I can travel. Well, I don't know. I got to wait and see. I could travel and take my pictures with me and put them on a hotel wall and do them from my hotel room. You know what I'm saying? Either way, I got stuff to do, but it's not going to stop me from speaking the truth because I've been watching these people for years. I know who they are. I know what they did. And it's going to be exposed. Like the Psalms of Yanenin said, that now it's time for them to be embarrassed for what they did. All right? So once again, I appreciate you all. And thank you, brother, once again. Thank you, Brian Selby, Tabitjet, Damon Lovett. Thank you, Dawn Mutef. Yeah, he does beat women. And so I appreciate you all. Nafir Lalutz. Have a nice shadow. And Happy New Year to you all. And this is I don't know if you noticed this, Baba's number is 20. That's the master teacher's number. And 24 represents the 24 elders. And when I was locked up with Baba, I kept asking him, what does the number 22 mean? And he wouldn't tell me. He never told me, you know. And another thing, for those of you, for someone said that I didn't live in the Ansar Law community, why would Baba write a letter and contact the people on Tamaray and tell them that I was in there with him? I lived in the Ansar Law community, 717 on the top floor. I was on the top floor. My room was the one across from the bathroom. Matter of fact, the sister Bahija, she lives with Hotep Amunet. She was my roommate. And Hotep Amunet, I worked in, and the sister Akila, Matun's sister, I worked in the Sufi department with them at 719 Bushwick Avenue. So what are you talking about? I worked in the sewing room with the sister Atika and the sister Rukin and the sister Gadushtat. She worked in the sewing room with me. So what are you talking about, you freaking idiot? You sound crazy. Talking about I wasn't an Ansar. Why would I make up something and lie about that, dummy? Get your mind out the freaking gutter. And what you need to do is worry about this behind whipping you getting ready to get in a few weeks, in a few days. All right, Deuce, why you worry about that? Because I'm going to embarrass you. Wadu, family. Y'all have a wonderful shadow. Wadu.